All right, for our second Monday night football game, again, everybody out there, windailysports.com/chat. You can come hang out with us in our expert Discord chat, which is really just instant messenger for sports, where we help you win money. Man, I love that description. It's so much easier. We have the Bills traveling to San Francisco. Bills opened as -2.5 favorites. That line has come down to -1 with pretty much 50-50 split on the bets, 50-50 split almost. Okay, the line, it literally just moved while I'm looking at it, is 50-50 exactly on the bets currently, on the handle, I apologize. And it started at 48 for the total, and it looks like it's sticking there with a little bit more money coming in on that over. Bills -1 on the road in oh no, it's not in San Francisco. It's in the Dome. We are in Arizona, the Arizona 49ers. Give me an extra dome game for Stephon Diggs. Let's go. That's a fun stack right there. So talk to me about the game and then tell me the DFS side of it.
Well, speaking of receivers, so Brandon Ayuk comes off IR too. So you're going to have Ayuk and Deebo Samuel at
Deebo looked
full health.
Great last week.
Deebo is an excellent wide receiver. This is one of my favorite bets of the week again, and it's on the same team. Yes, I know it's Nick Mullins, but this is such a good spot for the 49ers. The one fear I do have, like the Bills defense, you can carve them up a little bit, but it looks like Milano might have come off IR like today, or he comes off this
been
week.
On and off all year, it seems like. I have no idea anymore.
He's pretty good. If he plays,
he's good, yeah.
That's a factor there, but I love the 49ers. I think we talked about it last week. This is a team, I was talking about like my insiders, right? This is a team that thinks they can make the playoffs, and they needed that win against the Rams. Now they have plenty of momentum. You saw Richard Sherman was back. So that defense, outside of like your Bosas and some of the guys they lost for the year, is at relative full strength. They've got their running backs back in Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert, Deebo, and Ayuk. The only thing that can screw up this cover for them, or the flat out win, is if Nick Mullins has a bad game, which is entirely possible. But again, he's starting to get comfortable. He's got another week under his belt. It's a Kyle Shanahan offense. I think Josh Allen's going to find some trouble here, and I think the Niners win.
I love it. Wish we got it at 2.5 or 1.5 wherever it opened. Looks like you could have had it at 2.5. You can still get it at 1.5. It looks like on DraftKings. Looks like it's down to 1. Places like PointsBet. But man, I will say the last time the 49ers played in Arizona, we had the Hail Murray. The last time the Bills played in Arizona, we had the Hail Murray. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt them at all. Yeah, man. I mean, this game is going to be fun. I'm curious why the over-under is so low. 48. I mean, yes, the 49ers defense is okay. It's not what it was in the beginning of the year. It's solid. The Bills defense kind of sucks. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a total shootout, right? Like, that sounds like fun. Give me that.
Well, but the over-unders, the total speaks to probably how the Niners are going to establish the run. I think they're not going to put it in Nick Mullins' hands if they don't have to. So I think you're going to see a lot of like just underneath stuff, wide receiver screens, like quick crossing routes to Deebo and Brandon Ayuk. And then it's the Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson show. So I think there's going to be a lot of like kind of longer drives. With that said, I think I kind of like the over too, because I think San Francisco is going to be able to move the ball, and the Bills, whether Josh Allen's having a good or bad game, they can always move the ball. So yeah, I like the over. And like you said, I think you might've mentioned DFS, this is definitely going to be a sneaky DFS game. I only say sneaky because most of the DFS games we like are like in the mid 50s from a total standpoint.
Yeah. I think there's some plays here. Maybe not a full stack. I don't think you're grabbing. I mean, maybe if you want Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs and then run it back with Mostert or Deebo on the other side, maybe even Ayuk. Do we know when Greg Kittle comes back? He's been out for a while.
I don't know who Greg Kittle is.
All right. When does George Kittle come back?
Well, he says he's coming back sooner rather than later, whatever that means. I'd give him at least another couple weeks. Okay. I don't think he's going to play. Certainly not playing this week. I don't think he's going to play next week. I would say him coming back in the third game from right now is probable.
It's something, man. Niners definitely have a shot. They 100% have a shot to still make it to the playoffs, because especially beating the Rams, that's one of their main competition. The Cardinals lose. You already think the Cardinals are going to lose again this week. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, I think. And again, that extra playoff spot, we can't get 4 teams out of one division. I mean, like, mathematically it's possible. And when you kind of take out an entire division in the NFC East, and everybody but the Packers on the NFC North, it's really literally just comes down to the NFC West and the Bucks and Saints. So I don't know. Like, 3 teams are coming out of the West in some capacity. It just depends on which ones. I don't know.
I
That's
guess you could make an argument that the Bucks could implode because Bruce Arians is a terrible coach.
I think their schedule is pretty easy going forward. I don't know what
It
it
is.
is off the top of my head, so
No, it is.
I'm
It's very
confident.
easy
But
going forward. I'm just saying, in
yeah,
theory, the Bucks could implode if they lose another one to a bad team. All of a sudden, things start unraveling.
it's true. I'd be here for it, honestly. Well, your bet though. I want your bet. I want your bet. I want you to win that bet. All they have to do is make the playoffs. They can lose first round. How about that? For you, Sia. For you.